Hello everybody and welcome to The Ones Within, or I don't know the Japanese title, there was a genome in there, episode 1 anime review. Oh, this gave me, this is like, is it it's kind of an isekai. It's an isekai, screw it, isekai, sure, why not? Add that to the list of tags. And then it's giving me like big old Danganronpa vibes, which I like a lot. I mean, especially that part in the ending where it's just all the silhouettes. I'm like, that's just straight up Danganronpa. You know, I'm not going to complain. I don't think it's going to be as good as Danganronpa, but I could be wrong. But yeah, if you're new here, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to go through the episode, and then at the end I'll talk about everything as a whole and what I think's going to happen and stuff. And then I'll probably say some other gibberish because that's what I do. But let's crack on with this episode right now. So, episode begins, and we have various computer screens with the Let's Players, you know, streamers, Let's Players. I don't think they make it specific, but I assume it's a stream. No, they did. They said streamers. They're big Twitch streamers. Let's go with that. They all get isekai'd into another world, like all of them. But we follow our main guy, whose name I swear I wrote it down. Hang on. His name's Akatsuki. He's got brown hair with a little white strip. The white strip symbolizes purity. I'm making things up. You couldn't tell. So he wakes up, right? There's a person next to him. It's a girl, so she's like the main heroine, I guess. I didn't. By the way, Akatsuki's the only person whose name I wrote down. So I'll learn in future episodes. But for now, we got one. So he wakes her up, or he goes to wake her up, but she just sees him like looming like this, like I'm gonna touch your boob. I mean, he's not what he was doing. He was gonna like shake her awake or whatever. So she punches him. I was going to say slapped, it was a punch. And then they begin trekking to go and find out what the hell is going on and where they are and everything. And they run into a giant panda. They were talking about bears. Aren't pandas like not bears though, technically? I remember hearing that somewhere. I know it's called a panda bear, but isn't it not a bear? Or is that something else? And I'm just making things up. That's very, very real. There's a panda though, chases them a little bit. Then they run into another guy who has a samurai sword, or a katana, kills a giant rat. The giant rat is like not as big as the panda though, because a regular rat's not as big as a panda. It's still scaled. It's like they've been made really small. That actually makes more sense than they've been. Yeah. Let's say that's what we'll go with. Then he gives them a sword, but then our main character, Akatsuki, climbs a tree and hugs the panda, and the panda sneezes, and he's just a friendly panda, and all's well that ends well, I guess. He made friends with the panda, but it helped, you know. Pandas are a solid animal, aren't they? Like, it's a good thing that they didn't kill the panda, because the panda it's endangered, right? It's an endangered species. I should pay more attention to those like Facebook ads that are like, save the panda, save the jet stingray, save the chicken. So they're like recuperating or whatever. They've cleared the first stage, we find out later on. Then a llama-headed guy shows up, and he's definitely not a Monokuma ripoff. He kind of is. It's gonna feel bad for anyone who's not Danganronpa'd, because they have no idea what I'm talking about half the time, but I'm getting serious vibes from that. So if you enjoy this, you probably enjoy Danganronpa, even if the anime is kind of not great. It's not terrible, is it? This show, right, anyway. So the llama guy explains what's going on. Basically, it's like you got point counter on your. It's like a point counter on your arm. Get it to 100 million, and you win. Those are views. So like this, I assume this is being live streamed somehow, probably on Twitch. Nah, Twitch would never allow this. What's like bad Twitch? YouTube? No, that's too easy of a joke to make. You know what I mean though? Like dodgy Twitch. You know how you got like Vimeo and Dailymotion competing with YouTube? What's the equivalent of that, but for Twitch, is what this is being streamed on, I guess. Which, yeah, he's like, get 100 million views to win. You've got infinite time to go and do whatever you want. I hope he said infinite and not finite, because otherwise that completely changes the situation. I think he said infinite, though. And after that, we go to, I think it's a classroom. It is a classroom. We have all our cast introducing themselves, and I didn't write down any of their names or what they do, so I'm going to try and remember. Okay, there was a puzzle guy, or a girl, puzzle girl. Horror girl is the main girl. Akatsuki is like escape room, so like zero escape. There's the angry one, who's fighting games. Who else was there? The shy one, and I can't remember what games was she. There was the one that didn't make any noise, and he was the dating sim one. There was the shy one who does. I can't remember what she does. Oh man, that's only 6. I'm missing at least one. Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna try and figure them all out right now. But yeah, they were introduced. Matey boy, the llama man, says if you get disqualified, you're gonna be in the this lone empty room, this little, what do you call it? Psycho ward room? What are they called? You know, it's a room basically where you'll be trapped for eternity. And eternity, I mean, until they succeed. Didn't say if you'd get fed or anything, so you might die of starvation. The dude in the video just turned into a skeleton though, so that's not ideal, so let's not break no rules, guys. After all that admin stuff's done, we begin stage 2 of the game. It's like Ouija boards. I would never mess with a Ouija board. Slight tangent. Like, I don't really believe in ghosts and that stuff, but if it does exist, you don't want to piss it off. So I would never mess with none of that Ouija board, occult, none of that. Keep that away from me. Just on the off chance that it exists. I'm not, what's the word? I can't think of the word. Okay, moving on. Yeah, then, basically they're like, the Ouija board ghosts give you 3 tasks, you gotta do them. First task is like, do water. Second task was be my friend. Third task was, didn't really say what the third task was, but a cat ski that's like grabbed, it falls out the window. Luckily though, he's fine because he lands on the panda. The panda is going to be, panda's going to save them every episode, I'm calling it. That's not my actual prediction. So panda saves him, and then there's a ghost in the room now, and then she turns everything on fire. I'm checking my notes again. Yep. And then he's like, we could be friends, but I don't really want to die. And then the ghost's okay with that. And then it goes to the next morning. Congratulations, they completed the goal. They've got the first thing. I forgot what he said it was called. It's like a little trophy thing, like a participation trophy. They got that. And now they're all eating dinner and stuff, and you know, getting on. Breakfast it probably is, not dinner. And they're all getting on that. So that's all good. First episode done. The cast has met, and we've got a thing. We've done 2 tasks. Congratulations. So, I enjoyed this episode, but like I'm cautious. Like I'm optimistic. I'm a positive person. That's what this show, like this review channel, is mostly looking at everything and trying to be as positive as possible. Flipping hell, that's hard to say. Positive as possible, without completely ignoring the negatives. So if the focus is on the right place, this could be a good show. My worry is they might spread the focus a little thin, but you know, we'll be hopeful. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't think this is going to be like a bunch of characters getting killed off like Danganronpa. I think it's going to be more everyone's going to survive and they're going to help each other, and power of friendship and all that other good stuff. But yeah, that'll be good. They'll slowly get closer and become better friends. Hopefully. Or I could be wrong, half of them could die next episode, you know. I don't know, I've not read is it a light novel? The title's fairly short, so it might be a manga. That's bad that's my, you know, differentiator. Does this count as an isekai also? That's a question I legit want people to answer, because I'm curious as to whether people consider this an isekai. It probably is. I mean, we don't really know where they are. They could just be still on Earth somewhere, but just like in a forest with giant pandas. Yeah, that's not. It's probably an isekai. Flip it, I almost swore there. We'll consider it an isekai, and before I swear, I'm going to end this video. So, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and everything, give us a subscribe. We do reviews every day, mostly every day. And I'll be doing this show every week until it's finished, or until no, until it's finished probably. I'll probably keep it up till it's finished. It's at about 85% sure I'll finish it, so there's that. Stick around for that and stuff. Comment stuff, let me know what you thought about the episode and everything. I'm very curious to see other people's opinions. I encourage discussion without loud noises and swearing and that. So, anyway, thank you for watching once again, and I will see you next week.
Bye, guys.